Hello, welcome. This is the 6 year box. This is all about 90 minutes, and this is a match reaction to the Tottenham Fulham Tottenham game day 29 in on Saturday. I like to do this when I don't like to do it immediately after the games. Maybe I should do it then sometimes, but sometimes I just like to do it after the games, and I like to do it after a couple of hours after the games. So I'll have a little bit more, what do you call it? Put my thoughts in a little bit of a contextual kind of version, and don't really react after emotions after the game. But for this reaction, is I'm still feeling the same way. Tottenham coming into this game, they had a big opportunity to go third, to go fourth in the table. You just got beat Fulham, to get that fourth position. And after that Villa victory, coming into this, you thought Tottenham were going to really, really turn it on. And it was a bit of a surprise the way Tottenham played. To be honest, Fulham, they brought that energy there at home. I think that was the first time Tottenham have not lost at Fulham in about for a couple of games now, maybe 6 games going back. And this one was a surprise. The game started really, really okay for Tottenham. They struggled in the first 10, 15 minutes, and they got into the game. And it was going the way Tottenham games go. They get themselves into the game. There's no danger. Fulham didn't really create anything, and all of a sudden, I don't know, something must have happened. Man. It must be I don't know. It must be fresh air from the Thames or something. Tottenham considered against the run of play. Beautiful play, and the Tottenham had a couple of chances before that. I think Sonny missed a chance from outside the box. Johnson finished really weakly as well when he was through on the left hand side. He could have done better. He scored a similar goal against Villa the previous week, and it was. It was a goal against the run of play. Poor defensively from Tottenham. Robinson was giving Tottenham loads of problems throughout the game. He put in a beautiful cross for the first goal, and Dragusin lost his man. The guy Minos Munez, the Fulham striker. The guy keeps he can't go wrong in front of goals. He got 6 in 7 or 7 in 6 or something like that. Banging from first goal, and I was thinking, yeah, we're gonna have a reaction. That was the end of the first half. Second half, we normally play well in second half. Second half, we just got from worse to we just kept going bad. There was a time I thought they were going to score like five, but the movement in terms of the team, moving across the pitch in midfield, it was slow for the second one. Though they got a lucky deflection of the guy's knee, and that was 2-0. And from then on, I was still waiting for a reaction. It was like a shock to the system because I've never seen a Tottenham team just go on and concede goals and no reaction. Even against Brighton earlier on in the season when they lost 4-2, there was a reaction in the second half and they finished that game strongly. But this one, there was no reaction. It was a shock. I bet it was a shock to most Tottenham fans as well. That this one was a bad performance all round. And they scored the second goal. I'm still looking for a reaction. Then they scored the third goal. After the third goal, they scored the fourth goal as well. I think VAR ruled down one offside, and it was just flat. And I think sometimes the manager, you can't blame the manager for that. It was just the players didn't apply themselves properly. I think maybe they thought they were just going to turn up and win the game, and it was really, really bad. It was poor, and it was a defeat. It was a defeat, and Fulham deserved it 110%. And what can I say? It was a victory for Fulham. And it was poor. It was poor. And the manager talked about, at the end of the game, he talked about, that it was that the player didn't apply themselves. He didn't look at it like a big deal, or just a bad day at the office. He said he was not happy about it still. And then Sonny did his interview as well. Sonny was really, really, really down in his interview. He said this was a step backwards. But yeah, it was a shock. It was a shocking result in terms of Tottenham anyway. So let's look at the ratings for the game. Ratings for the game. The goalkeeper Vicario can't really fault him for any of the goals. I think he even saved Tottenham from a hiding, to be honest. So I'm gonna give Vicario a 7 and goal. Vicario is I give him a 7 because he was the one that I think he saved. He really really tried for Tottenham. Pedro Porro, I think this is the worst Pedro Porro I've ever seen. Normally he drives forward, gets into the final third, get crosses in. He was losing the ball. It was poor. I'm gonna give him a 3. I don't think I've done so many Tottenham ratings where player gets a 3. I give him a 3. It was poor. Who else? Pedro Porro. Um, Pedro Porro, Udoji as well. He had a cracking game against Villa. This one, my Nigerian brother was nowhere to be found. I give him a 4 defensively for the second goal. It was poor. Going forward, it was poor. It was just a poor performance all round. Um, Romero, I give Romero a 5. I don't know why I'm giving him a 5. He could have got 4 as well. He was poor as well for the goal. Really, I think he was not himself. He was bullied. Um, yeah, it was just a bad performance from Tottenham all round. Who else? Uh, Dragoshin. Yeah, Dragoshin. I think he did some stuff okay in terms of using the ball, but defensively, positioning, awareness. Those are the key thing for a top defender. I know it's his second game, or his second game. I'll give him a 4. I don't think he could have. I think he needed some help, but for the goals, he just had to look over his shoulder and know where the guy is marking is, and he didn't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna give him that. Who else? Suma, he's been trying to get back to his self, get back to the level he was the earlier part of the season, first 10 games. But this one, I'm gonna give him a 4. My brother, he was poor. He couldn't move across the pitch enough with enough energy. He needed to help the young lad and playing with him out as well. But he was poor. He was poor. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Young lad in midfield with him as well. Pepe Metasa. Yeah. Can't give him the same thing as Bissouma because I think Bissouma should help him along. So I'm gonna give him a 5. I think Bissouma should help this guy along. He's young and he's been very, very good this season. But he was not himself. He had a couple of times where he broke up play and he set Tottenham attacking plays. But yeah, he set himself a standard, I think, now, and he's going to be judged on that standard, despite the fact that he's still a young kid. Um, who else in that? Uh, This player, I expected a lot from him as well. Madison, he was poor as well. He was poor. Give him a 5. He was trying. He was fizzing the ball around, but he could do a lot better than that. To be honest, God level now. We are expecting Madison every game to be 7 at least. But he was poor as well. So I'll give him a 5. Who else? Madison. Um, Johnson, I'll give him a 5. He got into really good positions, especially in the first half. This season is a pass for me for Johnson. I'm going to give him that pass for him to, get used to the club. It comes with a big fee. Still a young lad, 22. And he's been good this season in a couple of games. I give him a pass. That's why I'm giving him a 5. Yeah, he's got potential. Tottenham need to, we need for this system to work. We need 1v1, 1v1, 1v1 masters. Players that are killers when it comes to 1v1. They'll monsters, 1v1 monsters where they'll take you on, rip you up, and get into the box and get crosses in. I think that's where he needs to get into, and he needs to finish his chances when he gets it. So that's where he needs to work on. So I'll give him a 5 as well. Um, who else? Kulu. I think I'm disappointed in Kulu. Don't know why he doesn't cross the ball with his right foot. Keep saying he needs to use his right foot more. He could do a lot better. Can I give him a 4? He needs to do better with his right foot, and yeah, I'll give him a 4. And then Sonny, captain. Yeah, I'll give him 5. I'll give him a 5. He had a chance. Should have scored that, but Sonny, I'll give 5. Sonny's got money in the bank for me. Give him a 5, and he spoke the truth as well when they interviewed him. So give him a 5. Who else? Subs. Uh, subs. Bentancourt. I'll give Bentancourt a 6. He came on, did his thing. I think he improved the game as well. Tried to make. He played really well when he came on, and I'll give him a 6. Bentancourt. Who else came on in that midfield? Yeah, I think all the players that came on did well. I'll give Oibe as well a 6. They tried to make things happen when they came on. Give Oibe a 6. Who else came on? I think the last one was also came on. I'll give him a 6 as well. They tried to make things happen when they came on. But there was a lot. We created a lot of chances as well when they came on. The game could have been, we could have at least scored 2 goals in that game. We were clinical enough, but we were not clinical. Werner as well. Werner came on. He missed the sitter. He could have got 6, but he missed that sitter for me. Should have been a goal. They tried to make plays, and I give him a 5 because they should be burying that. And then who else? Uh, Richie as well came on. I'll give Richie a 5 because he had a chance, to place the shot wide. There was a chance that he was picked the wrong option for me. Should have gone across the keeper, but he was trying to put it in front of the near post instead of going to the far post. But he came on, did his thing. He tried his best as well. I'll give him a 5. And yeah, who else? The manager. Can't really blame the manager because the players had to turn up, man. So on this one, just for the performance of the team and the manager, uh, I'll give the manager. I'll give manager more than what I wanted to give him because I don't think he's down to him. To be honest, he made the right changes as well. I'll give him a 6. Poor performance all around. There's nothing you can do. There's just some days where players go onto the pitch and they can't perform, and that's what it comes down to. Hopefully, can make that up when we play Luton and try and get back on the winning trail. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. This is the football. This is all about 90 minutes. And this is the match reaction to Fulham versus Tottenham. Tottenham losing by 2 goals to nil. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time.